Happy Monday, or is it happy? If we look at a chart of Bitcoin, it's not looking that very pretty. Also, if we look at Ethereum, oh my god, looks quite painful, doesn't it? We went all the way up to almost 2,500 just to go down to 2,200. So anyway, today I'm gonna show you exactly the reasons why it's happening. And I'm traveling right now. I'm in Singapore, and for the token 2049, and see you guys at the token, and if you see me, come say hi. But anyway, it's not looking very pretty, but there is reasons why this is happening, and I don't really have that very much time to make videos, so it's gonna be abrupt, but it is important. So I decided to make this video. I have a meeting in literally 45 minutes. I don't know how I'm gonna manage it. So no talking, just content, because there is FUD about Tether. There is issues with Coinbase and the custody of Bitcoin for BlackRock and the ETFs. Let's jump in. So first of all, certainly we're going to come back to the chart. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm saying in the chart right now, and whether it is quite scary or if it's actually not that scary. So let's move on. First of all, big FUD right now that there are huge rumors all over the place that Coinbase is writing Bitcoin IOUs for BlackRock as they're suppressing the price. So the rumors are that basically, there's quite a bunch of stuff here. The rumors are that Coinbase, as the custodian for all these major companies, including MicroStrategy, what they're doing is that they're not buying real Bitcoin. They're just writing the paper Bitcoin, IOU Bitcoin type of a thing. So like this banking type of bullshit, nothing, poof, fugazi, which is suppressing the price. So this is what is a major fear right now in the market. And quite frankly, could it be the case? Because if they are really not buying real Bitcoin and BlackRock is not holding real Bitcoin in their ETF, and they're buying supposedly so much of it, this could be just all a huge manipulation, conspiracy, whatever. So we're going to discuss this, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I think about it. But first, I wanted to remind you guys about TapBit, and I'm going to link a tutorial on the full course, trading course that I've done up here. You can check it out. You're going to learn quite a lot, even if you're a beginner trader or if you're an advanced trader. You're going to learn a lot from this tutorial. And it's really a step-by-step tutorial how to trade crypto. This is for one. And number two, TapBit right now is a growing exchange. And one of the biggest benefits of TapBit is that they have no KYC. So this is a huge benefit in my opinion. And they're currently supporting 190 countries. And they're currently ranking 29 on CMC. And they have 700 different cryptocurrencies, etc. So they're a good solution if you really have issues with KYC. So that's something that you could be using to your advantage. But again, not financial advice. That's something that you can just look into. And certainly they are offering our community a huge deposit bonus, up to $30,000, up to $32,000 in deposit bonuses for new users. And only if you use my link, the TapBit down description of this video, as well as in the pinned comment. So remember guys, evolving exchange, no KYC, so you can trade with some freedom. And they support 190 countries, and they actually have some volume, and they're in CMC like 29. So yeah, anyway, chill out of the way. Now let's discuss whether I do really believe that Coinbase is doing this on purpose right now, and that there are actually all these IOUs and etc. Certainly, I can tell you for one that I haven't been holding the candle, meaning that I haven't been standing there next to Brian Armstrong and Larry Finn. However, what I think is that Bitcoin is the most transparent asset in the world, and if that were the case and they were actually not buying real Bitcoin, it probably would have been seen from day one on blockchain, don't you think? So for me, this looks, could it be possible somehow? Maybe they figured out a way. These are the people who are connected to CIA, NSA, and maybe they control them and whatever. And then we can dig real deep into the rabbit hole that maybe one of the agencies in the US was actually behind Bitcoin or whatever. So if you are going to let your mind into this rabbit hole, maybe it is somehow distantly possible. But at the same time, in my opinion, it looks more like FUD right now, quite frankly, considering the transparency of Bitcoin and how late into DTF this actually is coming up. But this is not the only FUD that I want to show you guys. There is something more powerful. What I think is more interesting now, before I move on to the next FUD, is that BlackRock just called Bitcoin hedge against global disorder. An analyst set a price of like $600,000 target, which the price target is actually quite possible. A lot of you are going to say, oh, more than that. listen, did you see the numbers? Did you see how much money we printed and how much money we gotta print? So these kinds of numbers, yeah, I mean, you gotta adjust them for inflation, obviously, but it is possible. So, and BlackRock is really pushing hard, calling it hedge against global disorder. BlackRock is pushing hard. So, yeah, we'll see where that goes, but this is powerful. Now, the next FUD is Tether. And Tether, again, that they're watchdogs blasting Tether for lack of transparency, calling its failure to conduct an independent audit a major red flag. Tether, lack of transparency, lack of transparency, lack of transparency. Again, all over the place. Again, Tether is again in spotlight. Again, the same thing. And, is that again an issue? Because remember, if Tether collapses, if it seriously depegs, this could take down the entire crypto market into the longest crypto winter we've ever seen. Bitcoin's probably going to hit like 20K, 10K, 15K, something ridiculous if Tether were to collapse, probably even lower. So, because everything hinges really in the crypto industry, unfortunately, on Tether. That is the case. I'm going to just show you one chart that you're going to absolutely love. And before I show you this chart, I'm going to tell you also that Tether in 2023 had more profit than BlackRock. They closed the year with like 6 billion profit, when BlackRock closed the year with 5.5 billion profit. So meaning that even if they were insolvent at some point, I mean, I'm pretty sure they have enough fucking money right now to be more than solvent and to close all the doors. Anyway, but also what I want to show you here is this chart, which is painting a very good picture. You know what these points are right here? In March, which was 2023, then we had also in June, right here of 2023. You know what these are? Exactly. These are the places where there was FUD against Tether. And there has been FUD against Tether as long as Tether exists. And has been, I mean, maybe there is something, but if there is something, fucking already do something like about it. Because it is just becoming ridiculous. And it seems like the Tether FUD is usually already at this point, historically, coming at the end of the corrections. So this is what it really feels like. And so is it legitimate again? So far, statistically, another bullshit FUD. And which usually signals the bottom, actually. So this is quite funny, isn't it? Now, the next thing I wanted to mention is that in literally a couple of days, in 2 days, not 4 days, as I see here, because from September 15th. Anyway, in just a couple of days, on the 18th of September, if I'm not mistaken, we have the rate cut coming up and the FOMC meeting. So, which is like either we're going to have a 25 basis points or 50 basis points. If 50, gonna probably see a huge pump. If 25, still in line with expectations, I would see, as I've said before, I'm gonna go back to the chart in just a second, slow grind up and then going into the parabolic phase. But should you really, because there is a lot of FUD about this right now, because in 2007, we had the same situation, and the actual price action, if you look at the price action, was also quite similar to what we're having right now, like even these corrections and dips, etc. And also they've compared it to the 2000, which is the dot-com bubble burst, etc. And then they're also comparing unemployment is similar, inflation is similar, housing is similar, leading economic activity is the same, U.S. existing home sales similar, etc. Yeah, I agree with them. So therefore, if it is the case, then we're going to have a huge, massive correction going into November, December, because there's going to be a lag anyway between the rate cut and the crash. Usually it's from 30 days to 90 days historically. But this shit is not accounting for two things. Thing number one, the amount of money that has been printed, and it is going to be printed, it didn't, in 2007 or 2000, there were not as much printed dollars on the market to support the price, because this money is going to end up in the market. So this is number one. This is what Michael Burry has fucked up, the guy who actually shorted this whole down move in S&P 500 in 2008, 9, etc. So this is the first miscalculation, and he already got liquidated on his recent short. And the second reason why I would not really be as much worried about this is because markets, even if this does happen, which possibly could happen, if it did, the markets need to make money on something. Usually it is gold, and that's basically it. So all these institutionals, BlackRock, etc., they need a market to make money on. And in my opinion, in this kind of certainly short term, there can be volatility, but this could actually usually spark the collapse of the banking system, so the banks would need to be bailed out. And we've seen with Signature and other and Silicon Valley banks, whenever the banks were collapsing, Bitcoin was pumping. So what I'm trying to say here, if this were to happen actually, maybe it would actually benefit crypto. Yeah, well, it is inverse logic if you think about it, but actually it has a lot of common sense. So let me know down in the comments if I should expand on this topic or not. Now going to the chart. And yeah, it doesn't look that very good, but if we go to the daily chart, we actually remember about our expectation. And right now we are standing in Ethereum at like very important 22, and I still have the same trade on ETH. I'm waiting to scale it. 2200, right here is our very important support. And in my opinion, again, we probably could hit 2100 and jog along, maybe a tiny bit lower, maybe 2K, something in this vicinity. Before, like, and I told you actually about this danger zone. Right now we're in the most important danger zone between September 13th and the 20th. And then before October 15th, we should start seeing this small grind up. Slow, 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 slow. Same thing in Bitcoin. Right now, this main danger zone is, because of AI analysis, we are in this danger zone until the September 20th. And so far, it is playing out actually pretty accurately. So therefore, stay strong, don't believe in FUD, and check out this quick tutorial popping up on your screen as to how to trade Bitcoin with proper risk and money management, and other cryptocurrencies as well. And check out the bonuses to TapBit with no KYC down description in this video. See you next video. Bye-bye.